Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This is going to be your waning moon reading from the 13th through the 20th of June. This is a period in time that comes after the full moon, and it's a nice time to sort of reflect on, what works and what doesn't work, where you might need to do some healing. It's a good time to sort of pull back and just be introspective, and also start wrapping up any sort of loose ends or unfinished projects, and then preparing for this next new moon. Now, this next new moon that's coming up is going to be very powerful. It's also a solar eclipse. It's in Cancer. So it's going to be, so it is really important, you guys, that you're doing some healing and you're doing some rest, because we're going to get this second sort of blast of eclipse energy as well. So let's go ahead and jump into this reading. We're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, and spirit guides to this space to deliver the messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs. Really, any placements will do from the 13th through the 20th of June. Messages for Capricorn from the 13th through the 20th of June. Messages for Capricorn from the 13th through the 20th of June. Okay. Wow. Wow, Capricorn, these are very intense energy showing up for you guys today. Your overall energy is the Eight of Swords. This is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. More specifically, it's Jupiter and Gemini, and it really could represent this Gemini season that we're sort of coming out of as we move into that new moon in Cancer. But the Eight of Swords is about overthinking. It's about maybe even waiting for someone to come and rescue you. The bonds that this person is in, they're much looser than they look, so he or she, don't get caught up with gender in the card, can easily escape this situation and pull off the blindfold if they choose to pull off the blindfold and see that things aren't as bad, okay? What I love about this water buffalo in the background is also just a reminder from Spirit that somebody's got your back and that somebody is Spirit, your angels, your guides, your ancestors, your loved ones who have passed, members of your soul tribe as well. Really important message coming here that you do have protection, okay? Underneath that, we do have the Two of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. More explicitly, it's Jupiter in Capricorn. And for you Capricorns, it's all about really narrowing your focus. You may be trying to juggle too many people, two things, two ideas, have a work-life balance, and it's really time here that you focus on just one of these pentacles. Now, you guys are showing up as the Six of Cups. Now, for some of you guys, this is going to directly be related to love and to soulmate energy. I'm also going to link a bonus reading I did for June 12th that really talks a lot about the Lover's card and about people coming into union. Now, the Six of Cups is an energy of nostalgia. It's water energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Explicitly, it represents Scorpio. And you might have this in your chart, or you just might be exhibiting these qualities or find yourself extremely emotional at this time, right? Which would make sense because we're moving into the Cancer season. But the Six of Cups energy could tell me that you're dealing with a family issue. It could be related to a sibling, an aunt, an uncle, a mother, a father, or it could be somebody from your past. Now, this could be for, a childhood sweetheart, high school sweetheart. It could also be soulmate energy. And as you guys know, soulmates come in so many different shapes and forms, from the family pet to, to our lovers, to our friends, to our co-workers, you name it. So the Six of Cups energy is a beautiful energy. It's a card of, childlike joy. It's about bliss. Okay. And what's kind of disconcerting, Capricorn, is in your surroundings, we have the Tower card. Now, the Tower represents energy of Pluto, and it's about destruction. It's about maybe having too much of a focus on the material, on 3D things, rather than focused on spirituality or on your, on what you're really meant to be doing here, or what is the real purpose of this relationship. For those of you who are consulting this reading for, a romantic relationship or a soulmate energy. The Tower card is telling me that something is changing for you. Now, as you guys know, we're shifting out of this Capricorn energy and into the age of Aquarius. So we are really seeing, the destruction of social norms and hierarchy and the patriarchy and that sort of top-down power control that really is representative of Capricorn. So it could be, the things that are going on within your family, your community, or in the global stage at large. The Tower card is, it is about destruction. What's interesting though is this lightning, and really you need to tap into your higher self as I'm saying this. This lightning can come as unexpected change, but for a lot of you out there, I'm feeling that you yourself brought about this lightning, that you brought about this change, that you brought about this destruction. Okay. And, and this is, there's a lot of things that are going on. It could be a change in your work. It could be a change in your marital status. It could be a change in, in a relationship. It could be, it could be many different things. And as you know, the world is in flux. So this would make sense, on a global level and, as within, so without, right? So, so this is interesting energy, but it's not all that, far-fetched. I'm sure everyone, not even Capricorns, but everyone is sort of feeling this Tower energy and this shift in consciousness that's taking place. Now, what's blocking you guys? We have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is the Sun in Aries, but it can be any sort of fire energy or person, so Leo or Sag as well. The Three of Wands is a card of waiting, and it's about having really done your energy work, having, set your intentions, working through healing, or whatever you've invested time and energy into, and very passionately. And the Three of Wands is a card of waiting. But I think what's blocking you is that there's a need here to take action. Maybe not to just wait and be passive about this Tower moment that's going on around you, but to really actively step into this energy and go with the flow. And I know for not just Capricorns, but for a lot of us, that's going to be difficult, because it kind of goes against what, our survival instincts. So for those of you who are familiar with swimming in the ocean or the sea with really big waves, and if you get caught in that sort of liminal space, that midpoint, and a big wave comes, your instinct is to run. But if you run, you're going to get tumbled, you're going to get, pushed down, you're going to get rolled around in the sea, it's going to be unpleasant. And the best thing for you to do is to go forward and duck under that wave, even though that goes against everything that your body might be sort of screaming at you to do in your survival instinct. And that's the message that I'm getting here with with this core energy of your reading. It's time. Don't run. Don't do what your instincts are telling you to do, but duck under that wave. That's what's going to help you get through this. Now, what's subconsciously affecting this situation? You have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is Moon and Sagittarius energy. The Nine of Wands is a beautiful card. It's about the wounded warrior. And, for some of you guys, this will be a soulmate relationship. And this Nine of Wands card is telling me that you guys have been on this journey for quite a few lifetimes, or maybe it's just this lifetime and it's been quite a long time. The Nine of Wands is beautiful because it really tells me that you've withstood the tests of time and you've passed all of your tests. Now, you've definitely come out with a few bumps and bruises, maybe some scars and some stretch marks, maybe even some traumas and hurts and disappointments, but you've also overcome all of those. And, it really brings me back to this metaphor that was coming up all week for me, is about how we are born into this world as a canvas, and everything that happens to us, whether it's tattoos, stretch marks, scars, broken bones, all of that tells our story. And Capricorn, this is your destiny. This is part of your story. Okay. And you have the strength and the power and the wherewithal, the perseverance to get through this. Okay. Even if it's tumultuous. Now, in the recent past, you get the Queen of Pentacles energy in reverse. The Queen of Pentacles is that watery part of earth. The Queen of Pentacles represents your energy. It represents sort of that Sagittarius Capricorn time period. So you might want to look back to what was going on, at the end of 2019. Also remember that this eclipse, it's a little bit later than that, but this eclipse is really going back to January, 6 months ago, what was happening around then as well. Okay, something that you manifested or a way that you were feeling. The Queen of Pentacles represents the Earth Mother. She represents somebody she's always willing to take in, a homeless pet or a traveler or a stranded traveler. She's taking care of everybody. She's very loving and she's very giving. And she does it naturally. It's innate within her nature to do this. But she, in the reverse, it's telling me that she's probably been over giving. So I really pick up this being your energy, Capricorn, that you are over giving to this situation. For some of you, it's going to be a relationship. It could be a soulmate energy. It could be, a family relationship, but that you are giving too much and you're showing up in the reverse to the point where you've run out of resources and have really forgotten that if you don't feed yourself first, then you won't be able to continue, helping others. Okay. And so I feel like that's a lesson that you are really sort of wrapping up. Okay. As we're moving into this next eclipse, what's coming in from above is absolutely the best energy. It's the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Explicitly, it's Mars and Pisces, but it's ultimate happiness. It's wish fulfillment. It's, bringing this cycle. It's like it's getting what you want and being so happy and feeling so fulfilled. It's celebration. It's the coming together of the soul tribe of, of your love relationships, something happening at work, but it's just like the ultimate happiness here. And you're really focused on this. And I think you're not letting this out of your sight. This is Spirit's message that this is what you can have. Okay. But you really do have to step under that wave, dip under that wave, even though I know you want to run back to shore. We've made it this far. You're going to be just fine. Okay. Because this is what's coming to you. This is the message. This is what's coming in. And I think if you focus on this, you're going to see that in due time. Now, the beautiful energy that comes out for you at the end of this reading is the Magician card. This is Mercury. Now, Mercury rules Gemini and it also rules Virgo. And you know that we have Mercury going retrograde in Cancer. That's happening on the 18th. So Mercury retrograde, yes, gets a really bad rap. It's about miscommunications. But it's also about creating a purge and it's a detox. It's also an upgrade process to the throat chakra, communication. It can be about travel, especially short distance travel. It affects you strongly. We're asked to become more conscious about how we communicate and where is our mental focus, and Spirit's really asking you to have your mental focus on this 10 of Cups, on your happiness. What is it you want, Capricorn? What is it that you need? Because that's going to really help you surf this wave. Okay. So, very cool. The Magician card is also this beautiful archetype. Spirit's reminding me to remind you that you guys are also, you have the power to create this happiness no matter what's going on around you. Transmuting that energy, spiritual alchemy is all about self-transformation. So learning from the things that we perceive as bad in our lives and turning them into something good. And then also, shifting your focus. Where is your focus going to be? Is it going to be on the things that aren't going right or the things that you've lost or the way things used to be? Or is it going to be in the here and now? And then also on what you want your life to look like or you want this situation to look like. All right, you guys get solitude. Yeah. So some of you Capricorns out there, you really do need some time here. This eagle is really making me think of that scorpionic energy, which is that 6 of Cups energy as well. So you might be dealing with a Scorpio. You might have Scorpio in your chart. But remember, Scorpio is all about death and rebirth. And this tower is coming down so that you can step into a new frequency. All right. And then you get protection. Beautiful messages, Capricorn, that you are protected on this journey, that Spirit's got your back. That's exactly what I was saying at the beginning of this reading, so I really like that. So let's take a look at this Solitude card. I'm using the Enchanted Spell Oracle. This is a beautiful deck to use especially if you're into, spells and working with magic or herbs or essential oils. These might be, there might be something in here for you. So this is all about, if I'm pronouncing this right, lichen, which is a curious little being, not quite an algae and not quite a fungus. It's Xanthopanamelia. It's an expert in living in tough conditions. Yep, and right now you're living in tough conditions, Capricorn, with that tower energy around you. Growing on rocks where no other plant can thrive, and can lie inactive for long stretches of time. Lichen teaches us that times of solitude are sometimes necessary. There comes a time to honor the hermit, to gather the lost pieces of ourselves, to study, heal, and practice silence. Soon you will be ready to join the world again with renewed power and resilience. The priestess of solitude on this card is surrounded by a sacred stone circle, and she's got her sword in hand. Some of you might be studying, or you might have Celtic ancestry, or might be just really drawn to the Celtic deities and myths right now. The stones are covered in resilient rock shield lichens. She's backed by an eagle, a bird that flies alone, and one who symbols a personal spiritual quest. Yep, exactly. Bringing this tower down. And then also realizing the power that you have and the prominent role that you're playing in all of this. For a lot of you, you are bringing this tower down. This lightning is your will. Okay, it's not something that's happening to you. The Scottish Gaelic words, and I can't pronounce it, Caileagshealbh, okay, which we see here, surround her, which means fortunate girl. The priestess embodies the energy of a young maiden about to embark on years of training to become a wise woman of strength and magic. She's not afraid, for the priestess knows the time is right to journey within. Yeah, and I just keep getting that wave imagery for you guys, Capricorns. This is something that you have to do, and it might be something that you have to do alone, a lesson that is meant for you, okay? And, that might be a little bit scary, but again, you're being asked to dip under that wave, and spirit will guide you through to safety on the other side. Now, that safety we're really picking up here with this protection card. So the protection card is, this is about bay leaves. So some of you might want to cook with bay leaves this week as well. They have long been noted for their protective qualities, both in medicine and in folklore. And in the Middle Ages, bay leaves were used to brush away bad spirits and ill health in households that had fallen on hard times. The priestess of protection stands firm beneath the powerful helm of awe, a talisman for defense against illness and bad luck. So again, Spirit's just saying here, you know what, you're going to be just fine, Capricorn. I'm with you. Your spirit guides, your angels, just call out and ask for help. Remember, they cannot intervene unless they're asked to, okay? But, Spirit has got your back, and so do I, Capricorn. So do I. Study. Yeah, look at that. Studying is coming up again, you guys. So really, maybe it's time to you guys have been studying. It's time to look into something that you're interested in, look into it a little bit further. And then you get surrender and release. I love that because I'm still getting that wave energy. Surrender to the fact that, where you are. Release your fears. I'm just going to repeat it, Capricorn. Dip under that wave. And for those of you who are surfers or who swim in the sea, you know what I'm talking about. It's scary, but then it's also a beautiful strategy once you learn how to do it and you get comfortable. And then you get nature. Spending time in nature, Capricorn, is going to have a really balancing effect for you. And some of you, again, it's that hermit energy that's coming through. I'm also getting with this water buffalo and nature and also the sea that there's the importance of animals and your animal spirit guides. For example, you might be seeing a lot of feathers if you go for walks. Take that as a sign. And then also, if you're doing meditations, with animal spirits, because they're also rallying around you during this difficult period. All right. This is the Mystical Shaman Oracle. This is by, I'll read you the names in a second. You get many paths. 34 breaks down to a 7. Remember, 7s are a number of spiritual journeys and the path of the mystic and the yogi. So number 34, this is by, this is the Mystical Shaman Oracle by Alberto Villoldo, Colette Baron Reed, Marcela Lobos. And the essence of this card is that all paths lead to spirit. What you bring to your journey is what will determine if yours is a path of suffering, a path of wisdom, a path of bliss, or a path of loss. Consider the traveler who met two stonemasons. He asks one what he is doing, and the mason replies, "I'm squaring out this stone." He asks the other, who is doing the exact same thing, and gets the reply, "I'm building a cathedral." Oh, yes, Capricorn, where is your focus? What is your perception of what's going on here in this situation? Because that will change everything. One man has a job, the other man has found his work and calling. He is part of an endeavor much greater than himself. Be sure you pick a path with a heart. Your call now is to take a big, bold step and leave the beaten path. Again, you guys, just going under that wave. This tidal wave is coming, and the way that you're going to survive it is not by running from it, but you're going to dip under it. You're going to go with the flow here. Heaven and earth are conspiring on your behalf to support you in this move. Do not dally lest you miss the moment. It's time to sail into the uncharted. Again, that water imagery. Be sure you attend to both your path through this earth as well as your journey through the stars. Yeah, Capricorn. So a lot of interesting stuff coming up for you guys. I'm going to leave it there though. So again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. And then most of all, I want to thank you for all your love and support. And I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.